HoBNews. That really hurt.
What is that?
It's a Lindor. Sorry, who are you? I haven't introduced you. Well,
thank you, Jack.
Any questions?
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, it's a Lindor chocolate
that's
thing.
huge.
It's not chocolate. It's a plastic thing with lots of little balls inside.
Okay.
Whoops.
Smaller than they were a moment ago. Never mind.
Why? We are back. We've got loads more to talk about. We've got loads more to loads of things to catch up on from last week. A quick celebratory fist raise. Yeah. You don't know why I'm saying that, but the vaccinations were awesome.
Oh, the vaccinations. Thank you, Danny and Suzanne. Yeah, it was fantastic. It was basically no appointments required. Turn up with your arm. You could have jab 1, 2 or 3 in the booster. Obviously, you can't have all of them at the same time. But what was really impressive is that 14 people who would not otherwise have had a jab were jabbed. And that's
brilliant.
That is amazing. That's 14 people who would not go to a vaccination centre, who would not go to their GP, came to Cafe 43. We were able to feed them, give them hot beverages.
Well, we just had the cafe.
Yeah, it was cool. It was the best. It was the best vac centre ever because you had a meal thrown in as well. So thank you for the Borough Council for facilitating that, and MPFT for their resource. But yeah, I'm excited, and they're going to come back, I think, in a couple of weeks' time. And hopefully we'll do the second jabs or the third jabs or the boost, whatever bits you're missing.
That's awesome.
So,
that's fantastic.
Chuffed to bits.
There was other excitement last week. We had a loss of power, but it is the world of House of Bread.
Yes.
That a random member of the public had come in to enjoy our food and our drink. He could not enjoy the food and drink because the power went out while he was in here. Just turns out he was an electrician. So he was able to say, it's a bigger problem than you know. And it was. But we solved it, and we've got the lights on.
Thank you, Mark, who came out a very, very cold Thursday afternoon. That was above and beyond. So thank you very much for doing that. It was very cold. Yeah, just shows you. Absolutely fantastic. So he's going to solve that problem for us.
So don't worry. The money you donate still goes to keeping the lights on. It didn't come out 4 hours on Thursday, but it is again now.
Yeah.
Right, moving forward to future stuff. This week at the cafe, we've got the pitter-patter of gross feet that will be lovely after Wendy has popped by.
Yes, we've got the podiatrist coming in, so thank you, Wendy. She's been coming now for probably about 6 months, I think. Yeah, and so she's coming in on Wednesday. So any feet-orientated issues, she is amazing. Or not
issues, just pampering.
Yeah, just have your feet pampered. Sit in the clinic room, enjoy a cup of tea, listen to the music, and
I don't know how she does it.
She is amazing.
I've said that to Wendy's face,
and I've seen some of those feet.
She loves feet. When Wendy first came, you were like, Jack, come in here, meet Wendy, and I was like, I've already met Wendy, and I don't want to see the feet.
It was incredible. So thank you, Wendy.
Amazing.
So once a month she's coming.
That's huge because there are so many health problems with our friends and their feet, especially at this time of year when it's wet and when it's cold. Trench foot isn't just a World War One thing. We've seen it.
Wednesday's going to be quite a busy day because we've got the Borough Council coming in. Thank you, Chloe and Danny. Again, second check out for Danny.
They've been coming in weekly or bi-weekly.
Pretty much
for
weekly.
A good few months.
Yeah, and it's really, really good. So again, our friends who perhaps would struggle with the lanyards and laptops of a formal meeting at the borough, lovely nonetheless. Come in here, have their meal, chat. Oh, I'm homeless. Have a chat with these guys. It's brilliant, especially in this weather as well. It's been fantastic.
Cafe 43 is one of those equivalent things of you take what people need to them.
Yes.
You don't ask people who struggle to come to you. You take what they need to them. And that's what we're trying to do at Cafe 43. Yeah. We're trying to make it the centre of support and help more than we are capable of. There are things that it's hard to hear, but there are things that Will and myself are not capable of doing.
What? Frying an egg?
There are. Cooking is not one of them.
Another one, lovely people, Sai and Helen, Sai from Police and Helen who's a PCSO, they're coming in to do a clinic next week as well.
Brilliant. I'll do that day because it'll be very quiet in here.
So again, it's great having a police officer on the premises, it's great having a PCSO.
Again, it shows our relationships with these statutory organisations because a lot of our friends, see the other side to those organisations, but they see us as help and they see us as friends with those organisations. So if we can say, look, we're behind the uniform, these people do care about you.
And they do.
If you weren't naughty, they wouldn't be coming and knocking on your door. So maybe there's a relationship you can build there and make better choices.
Yeah.
We've also got to do a shout out to Tesco.
Thank you, Tesco's, because they've chosen us as one of the charities, and you get a little blue chip. You probably know the ones when you go to the cashier's desk, and you pick a handful up and you go to a choice and you choose the one that says house and bread on it. And a lot of people are.
You can choose whichever one. I personally don't like the pitting again, because everybody should get, spread it out evenly. I don't know, put one in each. I would. There is a choice between us and 2 other very worthwhile causes. So if you want to put some blue chips in, please do. Thank you to Sarah Robertson, who
from BBC Radio Stoke
reminded us, because we knew it was going to happen. I think we trailed it in one of these HoBNews, but I think we thought it was going to happen in February. But
we did.
It's already going on, and people have been putting blue coins in. So thank you if you are one of those people. If you put it in ours, if you put it in anyone else's, it will all help somebody. So that's lovely. Thank you, Tesco. Talking of supermarkets, thank you, Sainsburys and Neighbourly.
Yes, thank you, Sainsburys and Neighbourly. So Sainsburys were doing a promotion linked to Neighbourly, who are the people who coordinate all their surplus.
Eat Better campaign, community campaign.
Yes, and we were nominated for some money to keep the lights on, and we were very fortunate. We got some money to keep the lights on. So thank you, Neighbourly. We've worked with them, Neighbourly, for a long time.
Neighbourly are one of those organisations that work in the background.
Yes,
they've helped get surplus food through Tesco's, through Asda. They help get grants through Sainsburys. They help with M&S. They're brilliant. They're
all very
one of
high
those background
tech.
organisations.
You get a little text saying, so it's all really smart working. But thank you. Great organisation. You've probably never heard of them, but you're right.
Any surplus food that comes from a supermarket, they probably will go through them. They've kind of like coordinated it from the ad hoc cowboy country it used to be that we used to dwell in.
Those were the days.
Well. And what we said about Sainsbury's, is there anything else on your list?
No.
I've said anything else on your list, not anything else in your brain.
Oh, right.
Will,
There's nothing on my list.
There's many in your brain. We're going to have our first meeting about the first charity dinner of the year. Like we said the other week, we're going for 2 this year.
13th of May at the Boat House.
Is that correct? Because the other one's at the Moat House. And we're just hoping we turn up to the right place.
That's in November, so there should be plenty of clear water.
We might turn up to the Moat House in May. And not the Boat House.
It's fine. But we're looking forward to it.
There was another one just before we go. The lady who popped in.
Oh! Balfour Beatty.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Will. Thank you. Lovely, lovely people.
And they've donated some money, but also want to support us beyond that.
Yes, they do.
Get involved physically with their hands and things.
Yes, and that's an interesting thing. It's a project that I've had in the back of we've had in the back of our mind for ages, which relates to sort of bread making, but not quite the bread making thing. And did you come to the visit to that place in Stoke that make the thing I'm talking about that I'm not going to mention? No. Okay, so they are going to come in and help build this thing. We'll talk about it.
Yes, I'm on it now. Yes, that is exciting.
Thank you guys, because you sort of came in and you seem to know an awful lot about us.
That's because they phoned me first, Will, and Will thinks anybody who speaks to him, they've never spoken to anyone before, but usually they've spoken to me on the phone.
It was great, and they want to do a little bit of extra work, but it was the funds basically people brought food in.
That's super exciting, so watch this space for more stuff with Balfour Beatty and some what do you call it when you eat outside?
Al fresco.
Al fresco, which basically means outside your prison cell or something. Who knows?
Anyway, left back for Barcelona.
We will stop talking and telling bad jokes. Well, we'll stop telling bad jokes, but thank you, Will.
That's all right. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you very much for watching. As always, like I always say, please like and share these videos. They could spread them across the world, and if somebody sees one in somewhere else, Orkney or beyond, they might go, I might help my local food bank. So it doesn't just have to come to us. It could be to anyone. But until then, we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
The plastic thing with lots of little balls inside.
Okay.
Whoops.
Smaller than they were a moment ago. Never mind.
Why?